DRS is enabled. DRS enabled.
So, with that, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a spontaneous stream, as I wasn't expecting to stream this game because this game is terribly. But, yeah, we're still here. We are having, once again, connection issues because, as we're expecting this from F124, it never disappoints. Qualifying is already underway. It's the third time I have to boot up this game and it keeps crashing. I'm not exactly sure why. Why F124 works that way, but the fact is it's terribly shit. That will be solved soon, luckily. We hope. But if we get in the lobby, then we're on for a bit of an interesting race. It's definitely a really important race for the championship. A lot of people not turning up because it's Easter Day. We shouldn't have raced in the first place. We're gonna be here for 12 people. A bit disappointing considering we had full grids at the start of the season 2 or 3 races ago. But yeah, let's hope T2 will recover for the British Grand Prix next weekend. So, both the title contenders, the other Mercedes of Murty, as well as FC Pro are on today's grid in the Ferrari against Mercedes. It's going to be an absolute blast of a race. That is for sure, because a lot of new faces are also here. We're going to be having Beinhauer, or just Otto. I'm not entirely sure what name he wants. But yeah, loads of people that are trying to get to the top today. Crin is pretty confident he can turn up this time around and get a really good result. We're missing familiar faces of Clements, of Garkiner, of Rocket, of Ryder, some, yeah. So people that are usually around here, such as last race winner Lucano, who got the win from Aiden because Lucano got his 6-second time penalty removed because it was game glitch. But yeah, as soon as we are able to load up into this lobby, because currently I have no clue what F1 is doing. We will see that once this game decides to load up. It's been about 6 minutes since I've been yapping. Yeah. Haven't really. Yeah, Matty, I have the same problem. One thing that unites all of our Ego F1 League races and players is that we absolutely fucking hate this game. It might genuinely be the worst simulation out there. And I think you can hear the frustration. Now it's booting up. I'm actually not gonna tab out. Just gonna close this window and then boot back in. I'm just gonna hope it is gonna stay this way. Fingers crossed. No response. Yeah, not entirely sure how long qualifying has been going already. Let's hope we can jump in for the race already. It is looking like... Okay, the icon just turned grey. I can see the intro, but it only takes up a quarter of my screen. I'm just gonna do it this way. I hope this won't be an issue for the stream since F1 is a little bit bugged. So, let me DM Murty for the inf. And we have crashed again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Matty, I have thought about the same. Yeah, sorry, Kaneklo. if I pronounced that correctly. I'm trying to start it right now, but the game is just absolutely terribly optimized piece of dog shit. I'm sorry that I have to say this about a game, about a sport we all love, but yeah, EA Sports is just a bunch of criminals. Let's hope it will not go away this time around. I'm just gonna hope. Okay, it still says starting on the Steam page. While we are here, I'm not entirely sure if we are gonna need that, but let's have a look at the track. It's round 5 of the Season 5 Championship, ladies and gentlemen, and the halfway point takes us to Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. We have had some bad races around here, as I shall say, but here now in the green hills of Belgium, she lies. The longest track on the calendar is the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. 7 kilometers of track distance, by far the longest track on the calendar, 18 race laps, and a track lap record of 1:49 set in TX qualifying. We have 19 turns, 102 meters of elevation change, and 360 kilometers down the Camel Straight. These are the 3 tires we're going to be running this weekend. The C4, the C3, as well as the C2 tire. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the C4 and the C3 here, because in the 35% race, the C2 isn't as viable as an option. We should be heading now down for the grid for qualifying. We're gonna have to go back into the into the starting soon screen, because the game still has not managed to load up after about half an hour. It is ridiculous. Yeah, I know, Nordic, because my game is not starting. Because my game has just crashed for the 4th consecutive time. I'm genuinely tired of this game. I'm one step of making this an ACC F1 league, or iRacing F1 league. It will cost me a shitload of money, but I'm worth to take it, because no money. Okay, it seems to do something. Yeah, Matty, I'm not gonna restart my PC. If it's not working, it's not working. Then I'm just gonna end the stream, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be pissed off for the rest of the day. I'm just not gonna click anything now. It's all your fault. Interesting. Luke Hiddleston. I was gonna question that. So a bit enraged, but let's not care about that. I'm just not gonna press anything now. I'm gonna ask Murphy if he cares to send me the invite.
EA Sports. It's in the game. Sport.
Jetzt würde ich gerne noch. Now I would like to. Oh, okay. No, it's lovely as well, Luke. Now it just needs. Ah, there we are.
Okay, that's 60 seconds to go. Fire up.
How long we gonna wait? I don't know, Crin. But I think we have finally managed to load into the game.
Position 1, the track is clear behind. Explosive will be staying out.
Okay, no immediate effects behind. Cool the tyres.
Okay. Oh my god, so many invites. connection with online services. The next. Okay. Accept. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're finally in. Yeah. Okay, we have missed the entirety of qualifying due to EA's incompetence. And we cannot join. Who the fuck came up with this idea? It's just unbelievable. So, 13 drivers on the grid only. We have been taken to the grid. So, let's see if F1 is working. Wrong button. There we have it, finally. Took you long enough, EA. Here we are for the Belgium Grand Prix. Quali just starts. You have waited for me. Interesting. Okay. We have just started qualifying. 20 minutes late because they were waiting for me. I said they should start. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. We are here for qualifying. Just gonna try to open this on full screen for me. Oh, finally. The relief. So, 30 cars on the grid. Championship contender Murty. Then, Luke Brazier. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Cryptic, Nolik, FC Pro, Mr. Senna, Galaxy, Callum, Matty, Krin, Pancake, Daniel, and Beinhauer. Or just Adar. I'm just gonna call him Adar. I hope he doesn't mind. Actually, just keep it this way and just put the track data. So, leading the way, Luke Brazier. Well, actually, the first car to be on the outlap is the Red Bull of Crean, the runner-up of last season. Yeah, indeed, Matty. I'm kind of glad. So, the run-up of last season, Krin is going through par now. He's leading the Ferrari of Mr. Callum, or Master Callum, should we say. Actually, let me open the track. Feels a little bit more complete now. Goes really wide there, but he's going to be the first car that is going to start a lap time. Every car is going out of the track now, except for Daniel in the other McLaren car. But let's just stick with Krin for this flying lap. As for the pole time, I'm expecting Pancake, obviously up there. He's always been incredibly quick. Do not count Murty out. Also, Senna could be dangerous here. As well as the newcomer of Beinhauer. I know he's pretty quick. He used to be tier 1, or tier 2 at that time, 2 seasons ago in season 3. Oh no, season 4 it was. But yeah, Daniel coming out of the pits, and Krin is flying down through a Rouge, flat out through this corner in these cars. As a many racing series. As it takes us to the first DRS zone, the Camel Straight. The first DRS activation zone. Into the second sector goes. A 31 flat. Picks up a little bit of time there. Regular track limits enabled. So just like in 2022, where the track limits were a little bit less strict. Daniel is leaving some cars through. And now Krin heads into the no-name left-handed corner. You don't want to go too wide here because you're going to clip the gravel otherwards. And now he's throwing the car into Pohon almost flat out for the Red Bull man. He goes a little bit off the road, but the time is still standing. The time is still valid. And now into the first chicane off the track. Or the second chicane off the track, in fact. Apologies for that. as he heads now into the third sector. Goes purple once again, obviously, but he's the only car that has completed the sector there. And now he's flying down through Blanchimont. It's all flat out these corners. The next hard braking zone, the last braking zone of the track, the bus stop chicane. DRS activation point is going to be crucial in the race, but now in the qualifying everyone's going to get the DRS. And Crane flies to the line. DRS wide open. What's it going to be for the Red Bull man? It's going to be a 34.2. Second car across the line. Callum, a 34.7. A little bit behind that. The next car is Cryptic, a 46.1. You can surely do better than that. And now Luke Brazier, what's he got? Luke has been pretty quick, and Brazier goes pole position with a 43.1. Pancake with a 43.3. Nodic with a 43.4. And FC for the first cars to break into the 24s. It's 24.9 for the McLaren man. So who's going to be the next car? It's going to be Senna who's going to cross the line. It's going to be the time in the 43, so 43.7. Murty, the championship leader on the medium tire, deciding to save a set of soft tires for the race. Where's Murty going to put that Mercedes car? Is he going to beat his teammate? No, a 45.2. And now Beinhauer, what's he got? It's going to be P3 personally with a 43.3. We have 3 more cars. Matty pulling to the pit lane. That leaves us with Galaxy, who's the next car to cross the line. And back now has a lot of traffic. He's going to navigate through this quite easily. There's a kick car coming up, but now let's see what Galaxy's got. Galaxy goes pole position with a 42.7. Beats FC Pro to the line. So that's our first set of qualifying laps as Matty retires and leaves the session for some reason. So Matty, for some unknown reason, also still retired. So that is Matty gone. That leaves us with 12 cars on the grid. Even poorer attendance, but considering it's Easter Day, we'll take it. People have their families and shit, and we know that here at NXT. A 43.3. I don't know either, Matty. It's just a terrible game. I can invite you again. It just retired you. In case you have not noticed. Just gonna find you on the board since all people are now going for their outlaps. We're not gonna miss too much. So that's not gonna be an issue. Matty X Clerk, no idea what your EA is. You'll have to go online for me to invite you. So, everyone's basically in the pits. I think Nordic might be on a quick lap. Yeah, he is on the medium. The Mercedes cars, both on the medium tires. So Nordic's looking pretty bit quicker than his teammate around here. 2 seconds of is the gap right now. Callum also on a new set of softs this time around. So, he's on the second. He's going for a second round. There's Red Bull coming out of the pits. That is Kryn, who's rolling down towards the grid. I just saw that the it's not perfectly cropped. I'll have a look at that later. Host switch. There has been a disconnect. Oh, and that was Murty. Let's hope the new host doesn't have such a problem. And again, Murty will have to come online for me to be able to invite him. Okay, he's having FPS issues, so Murty's gonna restart his PC soon. Really quick. He's gonna try on qualifying, even if not. Okay, Matty. Then let me try to invite you. I found Murty. I have not found Matty X Clerk. You might have to ask someone else, Matty. Because you're not appearing as online for me. Not even sure if I have you added. You might have to ask someone else. Maybe ask Murty, as he's also in the process of joining. As Nodic goes P4, Kring goes P5. Lines up right behind him. Callum has pulled out of that lap attempt. 43.5 for the Ferrari man, the second Ferrari on the road currently. And on the timing board as well. Let's hope Murty can find his pace. I have a quick look at the Discord chat to make sure he is in. Because what we do not want is both of them are on laps mates. Might have to ask Nolik. Oh, Matty's in. Never mind. So, Mr. Murty is a championship leading. Oh, the Mercedes had led this championship until the very last moment. Finally in. Galaxy is going to collect some valuable points for Sauber, as Lacano is not racing. And the Sauber team is in a fight with the Mercedes and the Ferrari team for the World Constructors Championship. Let's watch Brian Harder. He's a little bit down into Sector 1. Sector 1 is almost all straight, so the exit of Los Soros Turn 1 is crucial for a good lap time around here. A lot of time can be found in this section of the track, though. Sector 2, you can gain a lot of time here. Now, throwing the Aston Martin into that long left-hander called Pouhon. He goes really far off the track, but stays on the curb, which is a track limits, on regular track limits here. So, Beinhardt should be perfectly fine, as the track has not turned red yet either way. So, let's watch him going through these couple of corners and entering the third and final sector. It's not a purple sector. There's a McLaren on the road. Let's see if that McLaren is on the lap. That is Weiss or back Daniel, whatever. He's giving it an excellent tow now. Beinhardt picked up a really good one. Max with a 42.7. Max Senna going up into P2. Matty's going to have to start the race from the back of the grid. He's left the session again for some reason. Probably a bug. Beinhardt crosses the line. It's a 43.1. That's enough for P5. He's not going to get Weiss or back Daniel. Whatever you want to call him, an excellent tow. He's not. He's going to get out of the way before he gets the opportunity to support his opponents. Kring and Luke. It's not exactly a great... It's not exactly great for Luke right now. He's 2/10 down on his lap time again, and Pancake puts doubts away as he crossed the line to do a 42.2. FC Pro following up with a 42.4. Mr. Qualifying is back at it again. The Sauber, which has taken 3 poles in the last 4 races this season, has decided to put that neon green car on pole position again. Murty has rejoined, so he's going to get one more attempt. FC Pro alongside Pancake on the front row, as it has been 2 times this season already. We're going to make that 3 times. So now Daniel is going through the second chicane of the track. He's going to go through the fast right-hander here, followed up by another fast right-hander, and he's going purple in the middle section of the track. This could be a really good lap for Daniel, but according to his to telemetry, he's 3/10 down. That would only be enough for P5 to beat his teammate barely. What can Daniel do here? He's going into the bus stop chicane now, the last braking zone of the track. He can cut a little bit off the road here. He does not decide to, so he thinks he'll be quicker without it. He's going wide on the exit. It is allowed, and he crossed the line into the 42s he goes. It's 42.8 behind Senna, but he beats his teammate to the line for now. So, let's just see. Beinhardt, he's P7 currently. Nolik, the Mercedes, one of the Mercedes is out, and the Mercedes have brought off a soft compound of tires. So, Nolik might actually get a tow from his teammate, but I think his teammate is still sitting in the pit lane. No, he's coming in. And going for another run at the end of the lap. Cryptic is going against the train. He's in dead last right now with a 46.1. He can surely improve on that time. That is definitely not a representative time of his lap. For the Alpine man, the newly born Alpine driver. And let's just see how he is gonna do. Vice into the pit lane he comes, and FC Pro into the pit lane he comes. The championship leading Ferrari right now. Going over the grass there into the pit lane, taking a shortcut. It is allowed here in NXT to take that shortcuts. So he should be all good. Now let's watch Mr. Cryptic in the Alpine car. Let's see if he's actually deciding to go for a lap. I think Daniel should be fine. Fine to go just for another run. And Cryptic, not the best exit he would have wanted there. But let's see how the Alpine man does. DRS open into turn 1 he goes. Heartbreaking Lassource all the way down to third. Throwing the car into the right hand corner. And Cryptic on throttle he goes. This exit will determine the rest of the speed he can take through a Rouge and down the Camel straight. You can cut a little bit on a Rouge there. He decides not to actually. So he's not abusing the track limits to the fullest potential. Cryptic, oh, with a rearing over that movement will cost 1 or 2 tenths from his lap time. It's a 31.3 in the first sector. It's 1.3 seconds up already, but he needs to find way more. I think he can do that. That lap is just not representative of his lap time, but it's not going to be a pole lap either way. We are looking here right now, from what I'm seeing, definitely. The two Saubers rolling out of the pit lane. I do not know. Is that Pancake? No, it is Galaxy ahead of Pancake. Or Mohamed Colombo, just gonna put it this way. Going through the fast left-hand corner now as Puha into the chicane. Want to keep the car in 4th to 5th gear here, just throwing it to the right and then to the left. As he now goes right to curb a little bit there, and then back onto the curb and onto Blanchimont he goes in the Alpine. This is definitely going to be an exciting race if the people are this close as they are. From 3 to 5, which is just separate, or 3 to 8 actually, which is just separate by half a tenth of a second. So these people need to find a lot of time to Mohamed, who's been stronger in the qualifying than the race, definitely, over the course of the past couple of races. Cryptic to the line he goes at 144.8. That is going to put him ahead of Murty, but I think the Mercedes can find a lot of time here, so I think it's bottom of the leaderboard for the Alpine car. He's not going to be allowed to retire yet, I think. So let's just watch Galaxy. He's had provisional pole already. So let's see what the Sauber driver, the reserve driver, can do here. He's replacing Lucas Muchik-Lockenau, who's just won his first ever race in Canada after a long margin of over 1 year. So let's see how he is gonna do on this flying lap. I have to admit, I'm kinda eager to know this. But what are the plans for the Aston Martin team with both of their inactive drivers? So Matty is having some connection issues. It's not his internet. Galaxy is 2 turns up. Mohamed is a little bit down there. Colombo, is he going to be able to improve on that? 42.2 he has set there. Galaxy is 4 turns up. This could be a provisional pole lap. So, what is Galaxy going to be able to do as he is going to fly through Blanchimont, the fast left-hand corner here? Let's see Galaxy into the bus stop. He goes perfect braking there. And Galaxy on the throttle now. Is Galaxy going to be able to clinch pole position? It is not provisional pole. He likes to solve up on the front row, but it's not pole position. FC Pro a little bit up, and Pancake Mohamed Colombo, he's not up just yet. Can Mohamed find some time there into the bus double chicane? He's currently on provisional pole. He's going to extend that margin. No, he goes deep, and Mohamed has to bail out of this. And that means a 42.2 is going to be his time. He's got lost 1.4 seconds. And FC Pro, now, he has the advantage. He does not now. Mohamed has invalidated. And I think he knows Mohamed has not improved since the checkered flag has fallen. Both Saubers have crossed the finish line. So, can FC Pro do the unthinkable? Let's just go to Senna, who's pulling into the pit lane. No improvement for him. The first of the Mercedes cars, the silver arrows, flying towards the line. It's Nolik, 42.6, and Murty, 42.5. Two Mercedes not improving enough. Luke Brazier, the McLaren car, lines up right behind them with a 42.6 as well. The second Ferrari of FC Pro does not manage to improve. Beinhauer to the line, 42.7, and Weiss also to the line. He's going to improve to 42.8, but it's not enough. Callum is the only car that can deny Sauber that, but it's a Sauber 1-2 on the front row. Mohamed Colombo takes his 4th consecutive pole position here in NXT Tier 2, and with an absolute style masterclass. It is unbelievable. What a qualifying session, how close that was. Look at this, the entire grid except for Cryptic, who's had a little bit of a mistake there within 1 second. That is unusual for the Tier 2 grid. Maybe because we're such a small grid today, but let's see how that race is gonna turn out. Absolutely astonishing qualifying. I'm really, really excited for that. So, it is. Yeah, Galaxy, I saw. So, Canelo in the end is Galaxy. Interesting. Lost a 10th. That 10th cost Galaxy the pole position from Mohamed. But yeah, the drivers on the grid picking their setups carefully. It's not gonna be as long since we're only 13 drivers on the grid today. But yeah, let's see how this is gonna turn out here today in Spa. I expect a lot of confuffle into the first turn, but not as much as in TX or T1, as we are way less cars. But it's 13 cars on the grid, the 2 green cars flashing, and it's lights out, and away we go. Good start for both the Saubers. They're going into turn 1. Mohamed and Galaxy make a little bit of contact there. Galaxy on the outside of Mohamed. Mohamed gets compromised on the exit. There's Senna all of a sudden. The Red Bull challenging both of the Sauber cars. Mohamed on the soft, Galaxy on the mediums. And Galaxy is going to be a bit under pressure by Mohamed. Krina. As now FC Pro has to settle down in 5th. Matty, a little bit of lagging there, went off. There's one of the Mercedes already flying past. They're going 5 wide on towards the chicane. It's going to be a Pancake who's going to come out ahead of that. Galaxy gets compromised, and there's a big one. That's a really, really, really big one. And there's bits flying off, and Galaxy has been spun around. Matty has disconnected from the session. FC Pro in P2. Max up to P3, and Murty, the Mercedes. What a horrible scenario for the Mercedes man. He's down into P7 and is going to lose out to Beinhauer as well. And I think Murty has picked up some damage. No, he has not. Has Nolik picked up some damage? I think there was a Mercedes end plate going off and flying there. No, it wasn't in fact. It was a Red Bull end plate, and that is Crin, who's had lost 1 end plate, not more bad luck. The 2 McLarens got really compromised there, and that's an end plate less for Luke Brazier in the McLaren car. Who's, oh my god, what has happened there? Was that a brake check? What is happening with Luke Brazier? He's trying to get out of the way. Could this be a retirement for the McLaren car? I think it could. Oh, wing damage on lap 1 here is really bad. Oh, and Beinhauer. Ah, what an unsafe rejoin that was. He's not going to be able to report that. It's not going to be crucial either way. Luke Brazier into the pit lane he comes, and it's looking like a retirement from the McLaren car. Or is it? I think it's a new front ring, which is smart considering he will catch at least one car there. So we're looking at the front. FC Pro and Mohamed Colombo throwing hands again. FC Pro's going to have a straight line speed advantage. These two want to work together to try and get away. They know each other's pace. They know they are the same pace. They know what they can do and what can't. And Nolik is already up in 2.3. The Mercedes man chasing that old Sauber he used to drive in Season 3. He's made the comeback now in Season 5. So let's see what type of pace he's got there. And Max, he's still in that leading group alongside Callum. Green falling a little bit off the pace there. He's got Marty behind who wants to clear the Red Bull ASAP, and there has been contact, and that is Epic Poo Poo. Has he been too quick on the throttle, or has he made contact with Senna there? Either way, the two Red Bulls are now sitting in 4 and 5. That has not turned out the way Mr. Epic Poo Poo, like Callum wanted that. So let's see. FC Pro is flying out in front, 3 tenths of gap between him and Mohamed Colombo in the kick Sauber there. 1, 2, 3. Ferrari kick Mercedes. That's exactly how the championship standings are right now for the 3 of them. Even though I think I'm not entirely sure if Mercedes or Ferrari have currently the edge. I think Ferrari is leading from Sauber and then Mercedes. Second Mercedes has gotten past one of the cars, and now it goes for the Mohamed Colombo on the medium tire. Actually not, it's a soft compound of tires there. The first car on the mediums would be Murty in P5, the other Mercedes car. So let's just see how they're gonna do. Mohamed now on the rear wing of that Mercedes car, trying to claim the position back. Now Mohamed flying down the Camel straight. He's going to pick up the toe, so he's going to have a little straight line speed advantage, and he's going to go ahead of Nolik and FC Pro. So there's 2 positions there, and Mohamed now into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix once again. Fast selector 1 as well. He's really flying out there, as we now see 2 cars over that screen, and Murty, who've spun both of them out, and that is the train of Galaxy Beinhauer and back, who are now along and away, and that is a horrible scenario for the Mercedes man here. It's only 15 laps here in Spa today, so he's gonna have a really hard time trying to get back into this fight for the top. As we are already on lap 3, he is gonna have to stop eventually. He has to been in contact with Kring, that is the question. And Luke Brazier is finally a Carlin's side, as is it Callum who's opted to go for the mediums. Luke Brazier on the hards. That's probably the only set of hards we're going to see all race. But Luke knows he has got the pace, and Brazier is definitely going to try to close the gap to the guys in front. So now the leading group has been reduced to only 4 cars. It's Mohamed Colombo leading from Nolik and FC Pro, as well as Max. And Galaxy has retired, and he's crashed. Galaxy has gone straight on. That is a safety car, and that is a horrible scenario for the leaders, because neither of them is gonna be able to finish this. Daniel and Beinhauer both into the pit lane. They are gonna have to put on the hard compound of tires. Both of them, in fact. This is gonna compromise their pace definitely. They're gonna be a little bit quicker in the end, but it doesn't make sense to go for a set of softs. And Beinhauer gets overtaken by Bach in the pit lane here. Or I'm rather gonna say Daniel Murty in that Mercedes car can change his front wing and go back onto the road. So we now got Cryptic, who's still in the soft. He's opted to stay out. He was behind Beinhauer and Weiss, I believe, but that is horrible for Sauber. That car was crucial and should have scored some points. What are we seeing here? Nolik trying to pull alongside Mohamed Colombo, sitting in at P1, kick Sauber. So we're not promoting any kind of gambling here. It's going to be the kick Sauber instead of the stake Sauber. Matix has finally managed to rejoin. And Callum has left. Oh no. Oh, he's back in. Already nice. So, safety car, probably gonna come in next lap, lap 5. And who's the best chance of the victory right now? Are we gonna see any pit stops? Oh, and they're going racing to the pit lane! That cannot go correct. That cannot go, not correct. That cannot go well. Bit of German coming through here. And that promotes Mr. Back into P1. Epic Poo into P2, Beinhauer into P3, Korean into P4, Mauchi P5. So that is not good for the Sauber team. Mercedes luckily didn't take any kind of damage there. It was really ambitious there from Nordic. There's not a place where you can overtake, so that is not worth a report. Mohammed able to go for the mediums. Nordic, interestingly enough, decided to go for a set of parts. Senna and FC Pro for the mediums as well. So I think the best car currently, which ends to a victory, is Epic Poo if he's in that lobby. If he's the one steering that Ferrari car. Let's go on board with him and check his steering. Hopefully it looks like I, unfortunately for the car. Oh yeah, and that was the game. That was the game, DNFing Mr. Epic Poo. Another F1 Classic, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that leaves us with 11 cars. I'm sorry, Callum. He said he cannot give that position back. It's just a problem this game has. Let's hope F1 25 will be better. I highly doubt it, but hope dies last. And that's Hope Dies Last. That should also go for Cryptic, who's currently sitting down in P11 in that Alpine. Last car on the road. Only car actually that is not gonna pick up any point as it stands now. We got a notification the safety car will pull in this lap. Oh damn, and Beinhauer going really straight there. Gonna be back. Just gonna start that lap. First lap of racing ever since lap 3. The AMG pulling into the pit lane. Let's go for the McLaren car. Whenever he feels like it. And it's a really early restart. It's into the chicane. Oh, and he's gone really wide there. And I think Beinhauer has smelled that opportunity. And another one who smelled that opportunity is Matty, who is sitting right behind Murty. So Matty has made it back into that position. And Luke's going for a Tokyo drift there. Whether that was intentional or not is pretty much a pretty stupid question, I agree on that. But yeah, no position change, just Cryptic with an awful restart there. 2 seconds down on the road. Can't find any pace in that Alpine car right now. The closest cars on the road are Luke Brazier and Matty Xlurk. You can definitely see when steering that is the real driver driving currently, and I think Luke has been caught there by Nolik. Nolik's gone for it on the inside there. It was really, really ambitious. Luke's gonna have the inside line into the no-name left-hander, and Luke, oh my god, almost punts Nolik off. Nolik goes off into the runoff area, and yeah, just was really, really ambitious from Nolik there. That was definitely Luke's corner, and Luke, oh my god, what was that? Lost the rearing, it almost took out FC Pro there. Really, really scary moment there for the championship leader. But it's not lost anything to Mohamed Colombo, who's working on closing in on Matty. He's a little bit stuck behind Murty. The hard runners, 1, 2, 3, 4, all on the hards. First car on the medium tires is Matty. Then just the entire pack down here. Now see some moves being made in Spinehara under huge amounts of pressure by last season's runner-up, Mr. Crean. Crean on the inside. The young Italian. He's going to try to go for a move there. They go 3 wide into turn 1. Spinehara on the outside. They somehow make it out of the turn alive. And now it's a Drakkers down towards Eau Rouge. You can see Spinehara definitely having the short line there. And now Matty and Murty are going side by side through Eau Rouge. Spinehara smells an opportunity there to overtake the Mercedes and take that place back, and now Mohamed has had a little bit of a better exit there, and he's going for it. Ada pushes him all the way. Mohamed on the inside there is going to try to follow up FC Pro as well, and Ada goes really deep into that turn, misses the braking point by a mile, rejoins the track safely behind that, and that is Luke Brazier, who's once again not a good race for the McLaren car. Not more bad luck for Mr. Brazier, as now we see Mohamed, who's still fighting Murty. Murty he's got his 2 biggest championship rivals right behind him. And he knows he's going to have to do a lot of defending, because this race is a big opportunity for Mercedes to pick up big points here in that race, because Nolik and Murty are the only 2 teammates on track currently, apart from Crean and Max, and as well as Back. And Luke, as Matty now goes off the road, that is going to allow Murty to go through, and now he's got a car between, and that is the championship leader off and around for FC Pro. What a horrible scenario for the Ferrari as he does a 360 to get his car back. Oh no, not more. That is his those are his championship chances off into the distance. And now Ada's gone for a move on Senna. There's Nodik in that fight as well. Nodik gets forced onto the runoff area. Ada's really trying to get past the Red Bull car. Now Nodik's going to have a go on it on Ada. Ada still has a little bit of an advantage there. He's going to stay out for the time being. But yeah, no idea whose fault it was. We need to see. The stewards will have to see every single bit. And Back is currently pulling away. Got out of the DRS window, so currently out of danger, and now Murty is feeling the pressure from Matty. Those mediums are working wonders right now for the Williams car, and Mohamed is on those mediums as well, and now Murty could send it on Mr. Crean, and Matty sends it on Murty there. That did somewhat go well, but Murty gave him a lot of space here. There was an average Matty send, this time without a collision, and Matty moves up into P3 and could go for it on Crean now on P2. This is going to be really difficult for him to make a move here, and Mohamed still knows he's got one more car. He has FC Pro now on the inside of Pohon, and no, that can't go correct. You cannot go too wide into Pohon with one car going off the road, and FC Pro is losing everything behind that Alpine of Cryptic right now. So Nodik is still in the back of the train, and now Mohamed is going to have a go on this tight section of the track. You can't overtake him, it's really hard, and now they're all next to each other. Matty goes for it on Crean, the second Red Bull. Mohamed smells a chance. Crean makes contact with Mohamed there, and Mohamed gets forced off wide by Crean. He comes back, gives him a little bump to signal him, I've got the room, and I'll take it. And now Mohamed is alongside and ahead of Crean, coming to the braking zone. Krin tries to go alongside now. He's got 1 Red Bull, but 2 Red Bulls behind, as Murty has been passed by Mr. Senna, who's also trying to get back into the lead of this race. And Mohammed makes contact with Krin there as they went side by side through Orange. Mohammed still racing. Someone made it out of that. But what is happening in this race? Everyone is taking out each other right now. As now Murty is trying to have a go for it on Senna, who's suddenly in a really good position to get back into this race. He's on the medium, so he's going to have the grip advantage to back and to Murty. Really similar names, but all of a sudden it's looking like Mercedes is going to have a really good race. Mohammed has somehow come out of that race, that incident alive. And he can be the quickest man on the track. He knows that. He knows he's got a lot of pace, and they got 6 more laps to go. 6 laps is usually not much, but around this track, 6 laps is so much. And Matty is doing everything. Pushing. Trying to get back within 1 second off Mr. Back. But Back is not making this easy for him. And McLaren still has 1.4 seconds off gap. If Matty is smart right now, he will let Senna go to try and re-establish that DRS train to give both of them a chance at victory. Because seemingly Matty is currently the slowest car in that train, and Senna's gonna try to go past him. Matty is gonna burn the battery right now because he is a little bit of a rival. He sees Senna as a little bit of a rival, and now Senna around the outside into turn 1 reclaims that place. He's gonna be at the mercy of Matty now. That is the problem. And the way they went side by side is not really good. If I was Senna, I wouldn't defend right now, and I don't think he's planning on doing so. Yeah, he's letting Matty go. He knows he wants to catch Daniel. The best way of doing so is once again Krin off, and that is Luke Brazer off. And that is an on-track retirement, and that is an on-track retirement for Krin as well. And that is a virtual safety car. And damn, this race truly is cursed. This track might actually be cursed. Tier 1 had an absolute bang of a race. TX was a disappointment, and Tier 2 is going to be even worse. And the safety car is out. It's not a virtual safety car. The game is just bugging once again. It's a safety car. Softs could make it. Oh, this is sad, commentating a 9-man league race. So, we're down to 9 cars, and this is even better for Mercedes. This is going to be a big scoring opportunity for the team from Germany. Or the manufacturer German, but the team is actually British. It's definitely difficult. So, And FC Pro is disconnected. Oh no. And yeah. And unfortunately that is gonna be that is unfortunately gonna be a quali ban for Mr. Brazier and for Crane for in on-strike retirement. So, one more lap on the safety car. On the way, lap 12. FC's Pro's back in. And this is a good This is a really good opportunity for him. He's got less cars to go through. And yeah. I have no idea how these mediums look like right now. But Senna could... This could be the opportunity for Mr. Senna. It's also the opportunity... Oh, and FC Prospect, nice. That's good, that's really good. It's also a really good opportunity for the two Mercedes cars to work together. Because Nolik is on... Both the Mercedes are on the first set of soft tires. Mohammed has decided to go for first set of mediums for 3 laps. So, Mercedes have a really good opportunity now up ahead. With some pretty critical points they need to score right now. Down to Mr. Buck to lap that safety car pull again once again, and it's going to be him on pole for the flying restart. So, Mr. Buck on his way down towards the line, and there's already contact. What is happening this race, guys? This is absolutely cinema right now. As Matty has been spun on the restart, that minimizes his chances of getting a podium pretty much to 0 here, and that leaves Senna with the opportunity to get past back and into the lead. So, what will happen now in these last couple of laps? We'll see. Now the two Mercedes cars invert positions. Mohammed has gone past, but one of them, the other one, is going to have to fend off the FC Pro. Nolik has to get his elbows out really, really hard to keep that Ferrari behind and away from Murty, because Murty needs to make the gap closer and closer. It's only 4 points in the championship right now, but Mohammed, his goal should be getting past the Aston Martin car and trying to get to the leaders. And Mohammed has got the pace advantage, and he's got the grip advantage as well on those fresh mediums. And now Murty is going to have the grip advantage over Mohammed, as we see 3 cars, 3 different tire compounds, 3 different drivers, 3 different cars, all right behind each other. Matty has lost the car once again, and now we're going to see Senna and Daniel, who are currently the only cars, and Binara is just doing everything to keep them away. And now they're going to rewrite into the best stop. FC Pro overextends there, and this is absolutely sensational right now. As we see, he's still ahead. Binara is still ahead, but he's going to fall at the hands of them. And now Nolik and FC Pro ghosting inside of each other. They're going to be, I think, if Nolik now gains place, he's going to get a penalty. If he gains a place on Mohammed, he's going to get a penalty. Do not get a... if I was him, I wouldn't gain a place on Mohammed. Otherwise, that is probably a penalty. That is definitely a penalty for Nolik. A big one coming up. He's gained 3 places because of that ghosting incident. And that could be up to 15 seconds of time penalties. Matty retires in the pit lane. As per usual, probably the only pit lane retirement we have seen all race. And now Mohammed has been caught by one of the Mercedes cars. And if Nolik now doesn't give Rehan those positions, he could be known for some big penalties. On the last lap, Nolik has caught the leaders, and now back is ahead, Daniel. Nolik is going to try to go from the inside on this grip advantage, and that has to go wrong, and the Mercedes is off and into the runoff area. He goes same with Senna. They cannot go 3 wide into that chicane, and now it's all-out war behind the McLaren car. It's going to be who's going to come out on top of NXT this time. Can Murty bring it home? What about the championship leader, FC Pro? What about Mr. Pancake? What about Senna? They're all right behind each other except for Binara and Trip. They grew up fighting over the place on their own. But now, it's really looking like Murty has a little bit of more of the battery to burn. Your back has to fend everything off. Who's got more battery safe? That's Pancake on the inside there for FC Pro. He's going to try to get alongside and ahead of the Mercedes car. He's going for it on the inside there. Pancake into the last section of the track he goes. And now, it's all out war. It's all out. Who can get the power down the quickest? And it's going to be looking like Vice Murty's gaining all the time. He's getting bigger. The back looks to the left, looks to the right, and he's going to have to look to the right because there's a Mercedes car already alongside him. Who's going to be brave on the brakes? It's going to be Murty, and back on the outside tries to stay that position, and Murty is looking like he's going to win it from down the grid. Murty wins here in Spa from back from Pancake, then FC Pro in P4, Nolik P5, Binara in P6, Crypto P7, and Senna has made contact there. P8, that could be a penalty for any car there. But yeah, what a chaotic race this was. So there you have your results. Murty with the fastest lap of the race, 1:44.6. Then Mr. Back in P2, Pancake P3. The pole sitter once again not converting in pole. Then we have FC Pro, we have Nordic, Bonhauer, Cryptic, Max, Matty, Luke Brazer, Crane, Epic Poo, and Galaxy. So let's have a look at the tyre strategies. Medium hard in the end it was, alongside that safety car. And yeah, that is it for the day, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the correct screen. That is the correct screen indeed. So we're going to be back next week to usual race times because F1 is not interfering with us. TX Skull Racing and the Singapore Grand Prix. Tier 1 and 2 are going to go to Silverstone, where TX has been already and produced some incredible racing. All 20 cars attending on the grid. Let's hope the attendance is going to get fixed in these couple of days. So let's definitely check out the TikTok tomorrow, or in 2 hours actually. We're gonna drop a bombshell of news there, and definitely check out the tier 1 race and the tier 2 race, or tier 1 and tier X, which also have produced slightly nice racing. Tier 1 definitely the better one. Tier 1 has been streamed on Back's channel, which is linked in the bio, and TX has been streamed on the YouTube. So go check it out. Definitely, we're gonna see you back in 1 week of time. So do not waste anything. Join the Discord server, and goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night, and we will see you around here at